escucha es el de, ahí se ve, Franco Colapinto al lado de Flavio Briatore, siguiendo atentamente la primera práctica libre. Acaba de ingresar Pierre Gasly también al box, ahí lo están viendo Franco, y como le decíamos, ¿no? Confiado, ahí se asoma para ver ese motor que se escucha, es el de Pierre Gasly, va hacia la pista, hicieron ajustes en el área delantera, y Franco Colapinto, como dijimos, estará presente en la...
Hi Pierre, obviously it looked like really tricky conditions out there today for everybody. How would you kind of sum up the day from your perspective?
It's been a very, very tricky Friday. We clearly don't have the car in the place we would like. The balance is off and we're struggling a lot with the grip, the conditions. So very tough, and hopefully we can find a few answers for tomorrow.
Looking ahead to tomorrow, where are you kind of looking at where your battle might be? Obviously, you're close with Racing Bulls at the moment in the Teams Championship.
I mean, I think at the moment we just got to make sure we get to Q2, and I think Q3 is definitely not on the cards for this weekend. So we'll try to be as close as we can from the top 10.
Hey Paul, well great to see you obviously in the car out there, and I know mileage in a Formula 1 car, current spec as well, must always be good. How did it all go? Did you get the job done?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was a pretty difficult day for everyone. I heard from many drivers saying that this is the most difficult session they've done all year, so it was quite an interesting session for us rookies, I think. And yeah, it was definitely not easy. I had a big lockup on my medium tire, which didn't make my running easy, but generally, I mean, it was a good day. It was actually super interesting because it was the first time in the Alpine car, and it's the first time I got to compare the sessions I had with Audi and now jumping in this car, and they were very different. So yeah, it was a very interesting experience for me.
So what were those differences?
Yeah, I'm sure you would love to know that. Well, I mean, that's the little bit of value I bring with me, that I know these answers, and obviously I can't say them out loud on media, but what I can say is that there are quite big and clear differences, and it's very interesting to see how differently the cars behave, how differently you have to drive them. So for sure, for me, it took some time to adapt myself to this car. It was nothing out of the ordinary. It's just very differently working cars, and you just have to drive around those limitations and also different strengths. So yeah, it was very interesting.
And just one final one, you might not know, but do you know when you'll be back in the car again?
I hope I'll be back very soon, but I think it's not made public by the team. But I should be back, and obviously there's a few more FP1s the team needs to do. So from my side, I'll be happy to be back as soon as possible. Hopefully the next session we do is a bit easier than than it was today, as yeah, I think many drivers said it was very tricky. But yeah, nevertheless, it was still a lot of fun to drive, and ultimately there was that red flag, but we still got most of our stuff done. So
okay. We'll have a look at what happened in that. Okay, mate. All right, as long as you're okay. Right, medical car is coming. Just tripped a... just instant detection. Looks like a bit of locking on. The rear began to lock slightly, and then both axles going. Not sure if it's just a bit of a dirty track down there that we picked up. We'll try and give you a bit more info.
Okay. Sorry, do I switch off or was just let the rear out of nowhere?
Sorry, mate, say again.
P0? Yeah.
A-firm, yeah, please.
Yellow, turn 14, single yellow.
Yeah, that's gonna be red. Franco is in the wall.
Yeah, just seen it now. Okay, mate, red flag. So let's box now. Please recharge on and box. That's fine. So we will make a change and go out
Franco,
again.
okay?
Yeah, I'm sorry, yeah, Franco, absolutely fine.
Yeah,
Some unfortunate spin.
What happened, opening the lap or finishing?
It was, I think, Franco finished a lap. He started just in front of you. Just that tricky turn 14, as you know, it's a bit nervous there.
Well, I guess the first thing we need to check on, obviously, is Franco and that incident at the final turn. I mean, not a lot of grip out there, so just he was caught out.
Yeah, tricky conditions today. Not having the benefit of the first session either, to kind of get into it and understand what was going on with the wind. Wind was a really big factor today in general, and also the track, as we know here, starts a bit dirty, a bit lower grip. So yeah, he got caught out. Honestly, he was on a really great lap. He would have set a time that would have been competitive for where we are, very competitive, you know, versus the people around us where we're racing. So real shame for Franco, but the boys will get the car back together. He'll bounce back in the morning, and I think in general we'll just build from there.
Yeah, bigger spread. Obviously we'll have new cars, so the field is a little bit more spread, but was that kind of what you were expecting today, or is it more spread out than you'd think?
Yeah, I think Fridays are tricky to read because you clearly see that there's a lot happens. You know, this morning a hell of a lot of people go out with rakes and all sorts of other things going on in the morning session. You know, it's all about the experiments on a Friday. You don't put your optimum setup on always. You're trying to look at the boundaries and then work out where you should go in between.
Yeah, and in terms of where Alpine stands, Racing Bulls again looking strong, and Audi on paper at least seem to be pushing them. Can you get into that fight?
Yeah, I think we've shown quite a lot in recent weekends that by Sunday, where things really truly matter, the race pace is there. We'd love to be improving our quali pace right now, but you know, it's proving to be a challenge, honestly. But you know, the points come on Sunday. We raced well last week in Spa. We just need to, you know, keep doing what we do and keep that aim of having that good race pace.
Hey guys, FP1 done here in Hungary. Safe to say, not the easiest session. I think everyone saw the lockups and the tricky conditions, but nevertheless, it was great to be in the car. It was very interesting for me because I've been in a different car this year, and it was cool to see the compromise and the differences. Of course, different track, different conditions, so that also changes everything. But yeah, it was a lot of fun to drive. We got most of the run plan done. Of course, the red flags didn't make it easy. But yeah, positive session, and hopefully I'll be back soon.